hear a lot of the people who wish they took the jump but didn't. I hear, so like what I've seen over the years, and I have so many conversations with entrepreneurs in this journey. You're sitting in a job you don't like, you've got an idea for something you want to do, and you're trying to rationalize a way to do it perfectly. Hey, I'm going to work this job for 5 more years. I'm going to work on this side hustle. At some point in time, the side hustle's going to be big enough that it makes sense for me to go to this, to that, then I'll join this. And people are looking for ease.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it doesn't happen like that. Most of the time, it requires a jump. And once you're in and you take that jump, things just change. I don't think all business is done in the mind. You as the founder, you have an energy about you. You have a flow, you have a desire. There's all these things, all these other factors. And until you make the jump, you can't truly know what you're building. And so there are ways that you can make jumps and mitigate risks. If you're sitting in a big workplace and you have an idea to start something, most of those workplaces would, if you went to them and said, hey, I'm going to take, you save up and say, I want to take 3 months unpaid leave to go work on this thing. If it doesn't work out, can I have my job back? Almost all workplaces will say yes, they've invested you, they're ready to go. You can save up, you can do things. There's programs, accelerator programs that you can get in that can give you a taste of this thing. But the common theme is you have to be in it. You have to give it a jump.
Yeah.
And the success I see in people actually getting things off the ground when they've taken a jump, it's like this thing, they're working on it bit by bit as a side hustle, hardly goes anywhere. It's maybe a thing, maybe not a thing. And then all of a sudden, I don't see them for 6 months, and they come back to me, and they've got this thing, and it's like growing, and they're proud, and they come to me and say, "What changed?" It's like, "Oh, I actually decided to go all in."
Yeah.
And going all in is great because you do two things. You can also get to success maybe quicker, but you also learn that it's not going anywhere quicker.
Yeah.
You can fiddle around for 2-3 years, tinkering a little bit. 3 months you can maybe go, hey, not for me. So I think that's a big thing for me is flipping it instead of the narrative being, how might I make this so foolproof so that I can jump in? How about we flip that and we start with, what do I need to do in my life in order for me to jump in really quickly?
Yeah. Yeah. And the woo in me has seen like when you do make that leap, like the universe does have a very interesting way of supporting you in that. The people that are pulled, whether it's gravity or whatever it is, people are pulled into the orbit of that. Like once you decide, okay, I'm going here, it's strange, like some of the things that start popping up. So I would really agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, that was my experience. I worked on Luna for about a year behind closed doors as a side thing, and it went nowhere.
Yeah.
I then made a decision.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do this thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't telling anyone. I was hiding the idea from people. I was hiding it. I was just like doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I thought you needed to do, which you don't.
Yeah.
And then I remember it was really funny because like almost instantly I had sort of got my head around, great. I was going to this conference that was in social enterprise. So I was in sort of that startup world. I was representing the business that I was working at, but I knew that I was about to hand in notice to start this business. So the decision kind of was there.
Yeah.
I go to this conference, I tell one person about the idea, hey, I'm going to be starting this thing. And they say to me, oh, cool. When you start the thing, call me, I'll be your first client. And I'm like, okay, and they were. You know what I mean? Like wow. And that wasn't the first conference, the first person I've spoken to about the thing. Like, like that would have happened so many times over the course of that year. But it wasn't until I had sort of made that decision that it was like, and maybe that's just because you start to open yourself up to opportunity.
Yeah, I think you do. I think there is, what's that, like cognitive bias when you say, see the red car and you'll see the red cars everywhere. If you make that psychological decision to like, okay, I'm going there, your brain will just see that and people will show up with it. So I think there's probably that playing off. Amazing. So,
Hmm.
if you had to leave some parting words, some parting thoughts, summing this all up, like what would be your parting words?
Oh, and all the things.
All the things.
How long do we have?
60 seconds.
60 seconds. I think my parting words are, I think the world is beautiful, and I think we can get caught up in a mindset of like doom and gloom and this disaster in AI, problems with young men, all these things. Like Mother Nature has a wonderful way of supporting us when we sort of jump in and flow. And my parting words are, I guess, you know, on entrepreneurship, it's about jumping in, giving it a go. You're going to learn so much. On about the men's side too, it's about jumping in and improving and, you know, developing and, you know, creating better men of the future to contribute to the world in completely different way. And so I'm really optimistic on where the world's going. I'm really optimistic on how, you know, humanity will prevail over tech if there were to be to be something. And I think it's important that we cultivate that mindset so we keep creating visions for the future that we want.
Beautiful. Well said. Very well said. And if people wanted to reach out to you to learn more about this or find about the course, are you still running the course? Like, how would
the
people do that?
the course is great. I recommend anyone who's interested in men's work in particular. John Wineland. He also does a lot of work in polarity, male, female, masculine, feminine, in the dance between.
Mm-hmm.
So John Wineland, you can find him online. He's got a bunch of different programs. They're incredible. I'm pretty active on LinkedIn, so follow me there. If you want to have a chat about this topic in any forum, any of the topics ranging from VC to startups, tech, or you know, this young men and leadership, hit me up. I'd love to chat in any form.
Amazing, bro. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother.